Yeah, they definitely are regarded as the best right now. Number one in multiple tournaments. They just took the ESL Majors. They are number one seed in WCA America. And here they are looking for that first place seed here to the road to BlizzCon. And the draft is up. What map are we going to, sir?
Oh, we are going to another. Man, it seems like we're haunted today because we're going back to Haunted Mines. This is the second time we're seeing it in 3 games.
The second time in two games, but at the same time, it's like the second time in 2 months, it feels like.
It's true.
You just do not see this map. So what kind of meta are we going to see? First pick, first ban to Tempo. Who do they take out of the equation?
They take out Kerrigan, which is actually a very, very weird but niche pick because Kerrigan is incredibly scary on this map. There's so many different little pathways where you can get the grasp into blades very easily and set up these awesome amounts of just offensive maneuvers which kind of pull people out from what they feel is safe into a place where they're not so safe anymore.
And on the flip side, Sylvanas is going to be out here from Pundemonium. They did not have that first pick, and Sylvanas on this map is just borderline broken. You can almost just avoid skulls for the first golem and push all the way to keep. It's actually really ridiculous. So Tempo Storm, if they can't get one of the ladies in the hoods, they'll take the other. Jaina, first pick.
Yeah, Jaina, AoE absolutely undeniably so good here. So Pundemonium going to answer by picking up what we were mentioning last time is Tassadar. Very, very great pickup on this map. He's got those mules, he's got those shields. So great for defending those grave golems.
And also a Mirrodin, their warrior of choice. 3 for 3 with them. Good use of the Taster. We did see the mules. Shields as well. He's likely to be the guy in the solo lane up against Tempo Storm if they're not going to match. And at the same time, yeah, I mean, he just really holds down that lane like a boss. And also a boss, the Brightwing is going to be coming out early here from Tempo Storm. But they are also going to augment this with a Zagara.
Yes, and that's going to be actually a really nice combo. Zagara very, very strong at pushing. So that means that maybe even in the beginning stages of the map, if they get that 4-person stack in one of those lanes, that Zagara could possibly even help them take out that turret very quickly, getting them a lot of experience in the early set.
Yeah, so far, I mean, the Tempo Storm push is pretty strong, if I have to say so myself. Anubarak is going to be the ban here from Pundemonium because they don't want to deal with Zagara and Beetles. I don't really blame them in that regard. And Illidan is going to be out here from Tempo Storm.
Yeah, Illidan, of course, is just one of those just jumps around, does a good amount of damage, and has a very, very large potential when you're getting on into the mines. When you have an Illidan in the mines, it's just so scary to deal with that because that's a huge team engagement. If somebody gets caught out by an Illidan, it's a very, very scary thing to deal with. So, looks like we're going to have Pundemonium then answer after that with picking up their Uther and Vala.
Uther, Vala. So, I mean, these are all very big repeat and comfort picks from Pundemonium. They definitely do very well together. The Uther could have set us up for a melee, but with both of Kerrigan and Illidan banned, it would have to come down to a Zeratul if they still want to go that route. I mean, they could, but then they'd be forsaking heals, so it's likely that last spot will be an actual healer.
Right, and then, so Tempo Storm responds with Kael'thas and Johanna. So they're going to be getting Kael'thas, as we were mentioning last time. That long-range damage is absolutely undeniable from him. And Johanna, of course, is super good. And what's actually really cool about Johanna is because of her Iron Skin trait, which makes her unstoppable, she's easily able to actually walk around that giant Grave Golem when they're defending or on the off... Well, actually, no, just normally when they're defending. And they don't have to worry about her getting stunned out because, well, unstoppable, can't get stunned.
I don't know why I thought that Pundemonium didn't have a healer. I'm looking at Uther, and my eyes are just kind of glazing over him, I guess. But that last slot absolutely is not going to be a healer because they already have the Uther. They got the flex of the Tassadar. They need a damage here.
Damage. Or even a warrior.
They got a Mirrodin. Do you think they'd go double warrior up against
They
this?
could if they really wanted to. Yeah, I don't know. They could go something crazy.
It would be a survivable line, but I don't think they'd really be able to put up the damage. And yeah, it will not be either of those. It will be an assassin, and it will be once more Tychus here as well. If you recall, Pundemonium last round had Sylvanas and Tychus. It was a heck of a push, heck of a teamfight comp that they had, but it was very, very siege-heavy damage, and they took that game in 11 minutes. I mean, 2 skulls, and it was donezo. This time, however, their opponents, Tempo Storm, these guys have a heck of a lot of damage to their side. And if Pundemonium just steps one step out of place, you're going to get the Song of Fire and Ice styling all over your grave.
Quite true. And that's why you have to be very, very careful. You know what? I'm looking at Pundemonium's draft, and I was like, yeah, Warrior does not fit there. But glad that they picked up Tychus. You know, we're seeing a lot of Tychus lately, especially on this map. Last time we saw him on Pundemonium's side as well, he picked up that melting point. Really helps push down those forts and towers very, very quickly.
All right, Haunted Mines, ladies and gentlemen. We're going to be going into game number 1 of this best of 3, the round of 64 here for our second heat of the June qualifiers. The road to BlizzCon stops for no man, and who will continue on to tread its path? Tempo Storm or Pundemonium? How many puns are we going to get from our pun master today, Shamtu?
I don't know. I'm going to have to start testing them out pretty quickly and very, very fast because this is a very short map. Haunted Mines is just... It can be over after 1 to 2 golems. As we saw last time, it was almost over after only 1.
Yeah, it got all the way to the core on the last turn. It was a 90-10 split favoring Pundemonium. They also had, 24 kills by the end of an 11-minute game. It was, a mile a minute, and they just kept getting kills and kills and kills. This round, however, Tempo Storm, it was a pretty scary comp, especially early on. You catch anyone there with a polymorph, with a gravity lapse, Blizzard, Johanna is definitely going to be up in the front of all that mix. They can really punish some of these squishy characters.
Punish?
Punish?
So over here on the left-hand side, as we get on into this game, it is none other than NA's finest, Tempo Storm Arthalon on the Kael'thas, KO on Zagara, Zuna on Jaina, Dreadnought on the Brightwing, and Johanna being played by Soldier.
Soldier Johanna, man, that's a scary combination. Now on the flip side, these guys impressed us with their first round matches. Morando, I Am Noble 6, Chiana, Soul, and Ryoshi. And it does look like it will be the 4-1 split. Tassadar is going to be holding his ground bottom, and he even throws out the Oracle, finds Soldier, and first damage goes over to Pundemonium.
Yeah, first damage, though, doesn't really net them that much because, the tanky warrior of Johanna already starting to heal that back up, and of course just takes a lot of damage to take her down. But it is going to be the 4-stack bottom from Tempo Storm to meet the 4-stack top coming out here from Pundemonium.
All right, so level 1 talents are out. We do got Perfect Storm once more here for Soul. No Reverberation and no Thunderclap kind of builds. But in terms of the siege damage, I think it's a heavy advantage going the way of Tempo Storm. They're already working down this first tower. Soldier's not really taking huge amounts of damage. There's no Sylvanas here, but it's going to be a first tower down in 60 seconds.
Yeah, and that's exactly what I was talking about, that Zagara. Those roaches soak up so many of those tower shots already. You can see that second tower out of ammo already, and that's the great thing about having Zagara for this little maneuver. Being able to take out those turrets very, very quickly is going to be very, very difficult for Pundemonium to actually answer this, because already, look at that, Tempo Storm going to be in a pretty good experience advantage.
Yep, 1:22. Now, at the same time, we were able to take 1 tower off of Arthalon up into the top, so the experience is not as different as it could be, but with mines coming up in 30 seconds, all we got to do here from Tempo is head on home, get some big hit points back, and then a rush down into those mines. But, the Siege War was won pretty single-handedly here by Tempo early on.
Right, and this is going to lead them up to, even if they get a pretty even split, they're going to push that lane no matter what, because their tower, with those towers down, I should say, that's going to make that golem be able to go straight on into the fort after, like 1 or 2 hits on the healing fountain.
Oh, man.
And that's going to be very, very scary. No matter, even if they're even a little bit weak on that golem, they might just still go and push with their own.
All right, so Dreadnought's going to be doing the split pushing things. You're going to be looking for a phase shift soon down into this big team fight. But you see Soul, he's just body blocked out of its Soldier with that shield saying no master. And that's going to be the first kill going down. And Chiana, 1 more hit is all he needs. Arthalon is going to... Did that actually hit? It didn't. Chiana will live out of this, but it has now been a successful route into the mines, and all the skulls will now go the way of Tempo Storm.
Yeah, they were able to split up and get all these skulls very, very easily. They're already up to 44. The Grave Golem is still existing here, of course. So they're going to have to make sure that they don't overcommit on this. Level 4, though, still hasn't been grabbed here by Pundemonium, and it's going to be very difficult for them to actually get any engagements, being that talent down.
Yeah, being a talent down at level 4 to 3. I mean, it's not the end of the world, but at the same time, it is a heck of a fight. Big upward battle right there. You do got Protective Shield this round on the Brightwing. No promotes coming out this time, at least not yet. I don't think anybody else actually. Well, we'll see what the Tassadar does, but No promotes, at least for the Tempo Storm. We do got the Gathering Power for Kale, so he's going to be looking for those kills, Venom Spikes, Laws of Hope, and Envenom on our Jaina.
Yeah, and you know what's really, really rough right now is that they ran in, they picked up the rest of the Golem, and that only got them up to 32 skulls here. Tempo Storm has a 68 skull Golem. They picked up the Bruisers. They're now going to go pick up their own their own Siege Giants in order to fend this off as well. And this is going to be a very, very difficult battle here for Pundemonium. They have to decide where they want to split up their forces because guess what? Grave Golem plus Bruisers plus Siege Giants, like there's just too many things being thrown at them.
There is a lot of pressure on a lot of these lanes. Already a third tower down into the top. There's no ammo here whatsoever from Pundemonium, and they are actually going to lose out this top this top gate. They will pick up their Stone Bros, and that will help them in this defensive maneuvers, but there's no gates on either of these forts, and I feel like just the forts are almost becoming low-hanging fruit now.
Yeah, the forts are now going to be a very, very easy pickup here. Johanna already making her way on in here. Soldier, of course, wearing the Centurion skin, I believe. Actually, no, that's just the normal third tint. I was curious to see if there was going to be that Centurion. I love the Centurion skin.
Not
Johanna.
Centurion, confirmed.
It is? Okay, cool.
No, not confirmed.
No, not confirmed. Okay, I thought you said, not it is. Anyway, we've got this Golem coming on in here. Going to be able to take out the fort. The ammo is already depleted. Does Pundemonium have any ammo to really shoot back at Tempo Storm? It doesn't look like it. Already losing their Tychus, who's the only person who really uses ammo, I would say. Oh, no, Vala also uses ammo as well. She's got those bolts, but
sure
I don't know bolts.
Well, at level 20, at least everyone can get Bolt of the Storm.
That's true. A lot of more bolts, more ammo. They need a lot more ammo for these towers. Actually, the towers are going to get taken out before the ammo's even going to be expended. And that's going to be a huge issue here. Tempo Storm doing a lot of damage to Pundemonium, picking out so many of their members. Another 2 fall here.
It's going to be 4 kills nil so far. Those top Giants have actually cleared away the Golem, and this guy's still marching down with half of his hit points. We're at 5.5 minutes in, and this is looking to be a very quick keep going the way of Tempo Storm. Those Stone Bros up top, remember, there's no gate there. They are going to start absolutely working away on that top fort as well. So even if this does get repelled, and finally I think Tempo Storm is going to retreat with their mission accomplished, they could easily just wipe right up through top and pick up a fort, and that will be very close to level 10.
Do you think we're going to see the Siege Giants respawn again?
They got 1:20 to figure it out.
I'm really hoping it's going to happen.
It's very possible, but there goes that top fort. As I said, big boost of experience. That's very close to that heroic tier, and we still don't have 7 here achieved for Pundemonium as of yet. They have been fighting a talent tier down. 4 kills nil, and now both forts and a keep to the name of Tempo with this next mine spawn. It's just going to be a really good spot for them.
Yeah, they're going to be racking their skulls to figure out what they can do against Tempo Storm with the heroics coming down for Tempo Storm as well. This is ultimately going to be a very tough battle for them to fight, and Soul trying to lead the charge here, but I don't think he's going to have much success here.
Yeah, he's going to Dwarf Toss out of this, but we got Elementals. You're going to be looking at the Pyroblast coming down on top of Morando, and the Condemn, the big AoE damage landing on the sides of the teammates there. Soul in the back, he's going to drop. You see the Polymorph, and Noble 6 is going to go the way of the Ghost, and that is a team wipe 5-0 at a 10-7 level advantage. Possibly even another keep on its way.
Yeah, they've condemned their opponents to a very, very ill fate here. Pundemonium is looking on the edge of defeat here, already taking out the keep towers in the top lane. The bottom lane already completely chewed out, and as soon as these mines spawn up next, ooh, it's going to be rough. 30 seconds till those mines come back up here. Here comes the, oh my god, the Condemn into Maw is absolutely gorgeous. KO with the excellent demolishing heroic here, and it looks like, oh my god, is Tempo going to even have to go down to the mines? That's the question here. Another Pyroblast coming in. Oh.
And that was also the Blessed Shield there from Soldier. He set that up very nicely. The Mule coming down with that level 7, likely from the Task Star. Yeah, it was. The Q build so far from the Vala just not quite hitting the mark as of yet. But also, I mean, if you look at the Mirrodin, Perfect Storm, Sledgehammer, Piercing Bolt, Sledgehammer, Malfurion. Not entirely too sure we're going to see a huge amount of value out of that one, as both not only the gates, but forts are just looking immaculate here from Tempo Storm. And, mines are up, they go down, and 54 already into the pocket of Tempo Storm.
We can see that Pundemonium looks like they want to enter in the bottom mines, but I don't know if this is going to be too fruitful here because, oh man, already a water elemental pops up here, and that's going to freeze their efforts for trying to get into the mines. Already Soul going to fall as well as their Vala, and Noble 6 follows a not noble ending.
Well, in fact, this is the actual ending from the Halo series of Noble 6 of Halo Reach. All the Spartans die, and the team wipe is once more just very real. Tempo Storm 4 levels up and 100 skull golem hype, my friend.
Yes. Cue the pyrotechnics. Where's Arthlon with his pyroblast? This is going to be a very exciting ending here, as it's going to be just about before 10 minutes, probably, that this game is going to actually end here. Tempo Storm, man.
This could be a quicker win than the back-to-back 11-minute games that we just saw from Pundemonium.
That's true. That is very true. In fact, they're already almost about to hit 13 over their level 9 opponents as well.
That's a 2-talent tier advantage, my friend.
That is heroics as well as the tier above that as well. That's the scary one. All right, already coming in here. Oh, Dreadnought, the last second blink heal in a blink of an eye. He's going to be able to escape. That soul is going to be nothing more than a soul, as his body is going to be eviscerated here by Tempo Storm. And they're going to move on in here. They condemn with everything else. The Flame Strike and the core is starting to go down. We've got 7 seconds before the pre-10-minute fight here. No, they're not going to be able to get it, but so close. Still a 10-minute game.
10-minute game. I hear that we actually had a 9-minute, 11-second win in one of the other streams, but this is really close. My goodness, it's just been an absolute ridiculous win right there for Tempo Storm. And I mean, I gotta say, the comp was on point. There was no Sylvanas this round, but they still brought a heck of a lot of pain on top of Pundemonium.
That they did. I wonder if Pundemonium, I almost said Pandemonium. I almost forgot my entire favorite team name's actual name. It's a shame. Pundemonium can bring it back in game number 2 is the question here. But, this is something that I really want to draw an allusion to, is the fact that our first teams that fought against each other, I believe the rankings were, they were all level 40s, which meant that they had progressed through their hero levels very quickly, etc. They're level 40.
Yeah, 100 to 150 games.
100. Actually, they had 200 games, I think, on one of their players.
There you go.
Then they played against opponents who were rank 3 or so in terms of Hero League. And that's a pretty big gap. Just going from a plain level 40 player to a rank 3 and above team. That was a really big gap, 11-minute games. Then you see something like Tempo Storm compared to a rank 3 team, and you see the same exact gap again. And that's actually really exciting to see, is that Heroes of the Storm has such a breadth of skill levels, because even then you think about the level 40 player to the level 1 player. That's a huge other gap again.
Yep, it totally is, sir. And the gap was just absolutely massive between these teams. 4 levels and a faster win than what Pundemonium was able to put up in our last round. I mean, I'm not going to say the game's over yet. Pundemonium might still have something up their sleeves for game number 2, but I can say Haunted Mines will, I think, retain the fastest wins on the stream today. And thankfully, we won't see it again this series, but you never know about the next.